crap. So Dallas, how many Xbox 360 games did you buy digitally?
None, really, come to think of it. If I had
play
an
no
Xbox 360
Xbox?
game, it was physical.
No, this is, and I'm gonna ask this question to everybody before we move on to the Mario and Sonic. Keith.
As a matter of fact, if I'm being honest, I didn't really start buying games digitally until PS4. And even then, like, very few and far between. I only buy games digitally now because I game share with my little brother and I want him to be able to play those games. And I still buy physical either way.
Got you. Keith, did you buy any digital Xbox?
Yeah, I bought a few, but I was buying a lot of games over the course of last year because we talked about before. My son is a big retro gamer.
Okay.
And also a lot of the games I wanted, the Xbox Live arcade games, you can't get those anymore.
Alien, that's what I said earlier. Yeah. Alien Hominid, Aegis Wings.
There was some great games.
Yeah.
Omega 5. All these games were amazing games back in the day. And yeah.
Castle Crashers went platinum in my house. That and Aegis Wings.
That Geometry Wars.
Oh, yeah.
That was my game right there.
I played a lot of Geometry Wars.
I played more of that in when they put it in was it Project? Well, not Project. What was the other racing? Yeah, Project Gotham Racing. And when they put it in that game, I think it was 2. I played more of that than I played the actual game.
See, man, and it's crazy how much of the console indie gaming budded out of Xbox Arcade.
Yeah.
Like that. It
was the innovator. It was literally the innovator.
Yeah, because it was like Newgrounds. All those Newground games came over to console space, and it was a lot. What was his name? Jack Pant Jumper. It's gonna kill me. The dude who would run. He had Fancy Pants.
The hell is he talking about?
Yeah. No, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was like a running. Adventures. Yeah, there you go. It was a cool
I Want to Be the Man.
You know that game where the man didn't pick up his britches?
Oh wow! Is it you really you want to do that? Okay,
y'all remember that game? Y'all remember that game where man had them britches?
Well, okay, hater. Fame. How many Xbox 360 digital games did you purchase?
I probably can count them on my fingers and toes because I'm a physical game collector.
Same here. And Hugger, you weren't old enough, so we're gonna.
I'm about to make an.
I never owned a 360.
Yeah, of course she did. She don't do Xbox.
I never owned Xbox console.
Hit her with that Soldier Boy Xbox.
I was still buying physical PC games when I first got my PC. It wasn't until maybe like 8 years ago that I was like, I'm not going to Best Buy with their jacked up prices. I'm not going to get if y'all don't know, Canada has awful prices right now. An $80 game for y'all is like $100 game for me. And I was like, Best Buy don't do sales, but Steam does. So I'm just like, I have to go. Unless I'm trying to pay an arm and a leg, I have to go digital.
That man. But no, so anybody got any other final points with
let it die. Let things die when they should die. I'm all for game preservation for the most time. Don't get me wrong. Like preserve, like give me ability to still play my stuff, right? But sometimes we got to keep things a $150, $175. How many folks are still buying 360 games right now? Probably not enough to want them keeping their store up. This ain't a PC.
You talking.
This ain't Steam. This ain't Steam. This is console. It's part of the difference between console and PC.
But what about the next upcoming genre bending, breaking, futuristic modular console that's supposed to be around the corner?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Microsoft said moving forward, everything would be forward compatible. So we won't have to worry about this issue ever again. I don't think they were thinking about keeping things the same and future proof and stuff. Doing a 360.
Nobody was.
Yeah. Oh wait, we believe them.
So it's a thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I feel like I'm glad that people are saying something. I'm glad we're talking about it. I'm ultimately, because for me, I feel like we got to let folks know I don't care if the price went up a quarter. I don't care if you're only erasing 2 games. Like, we got to let folks know it's a problem, because we can't, what you'll do once, you'll do twice. Like that's my whole thing. And so moving on. So we got the Olympics. Olympics in Paris. Everything is absolutely wonderful. I get pretty patriotic this time of year or this time.
Red, white, blue. These colors don't run.
These colors don't run. Man,
get y'all.
President is black. No, hey,
Red, white, blue.
Lambo blue. These colors don't run.
USA. Hey, Olympic time come. I'm a bald eagle.
Hey, bro, everything is freedom units. All that meter and stuff they talking about.
Fries.
Yeah, all
fries.
that.
Hamburgers,
what you mean you ain't got banned chemicals in your food? What? This is America. What you mean? Red 40. Red 40. We in here.
Red 40.
Oh, man. That's crazy. You don't play football with your feet.
He's like, what? Football? You carry it. You say, hood. Hey, no, but it's the Olympics. Now, normally within the gaming community, with the Olympics comes Mario and Sonic Olympics, at least for the last 3 Olympics that we had a Mario and Sonic game.
2007.
Yeah, it's been around 17 years.
17 years. Oh God. Thank you guys for clarifying. So this is the first time in a long time since that we're not going to be getting a Mario and Sonic Olympics.
And do you know why?
Why? Let us know.
Because the Olympics favor esports and NFTs, as if we haven't showed the world that no one gives a flying about NFTs yet. People still think that NFTs are a good idea when in reality, bro, it's a picture and I will screenshot your shit and say I own it too. It's a stupid concept. I'm sorry, but we're not going to have Mario Sonic Olympics because of esports. And esports, okay, cool, but you're not going to continue a fan favorite franchise because of NFTs, my boy. Diabolical. Oi, oi. Diabolical.
Hey, but what if I want to own my cleats or my javelin, and the code is specifically the one I rolled, and it's unique to me, and then if I want to sell it,
trying too hard.
And if I want to sell it, if somebody sees it like, oh man, your glowing javelin is dope. That's what she said. And I want that one. And it's like, well, bro, if you send me over a couple of crypto coins, you got it. It's yours.
So this
you can have a code.
This
how's this supposed to work? Actually,
just for some context, it didn't just happen. That they decided not to re-up this contract in 2020. So it's been a thing that's been in play for like 4 years now. Sorry.
Since the end of the last Olympics. That's wild.
They ain't got nothing to show for it either.
Nope.
So
because who do you get to develop it? Maybe we got to collectively come together. But yeah, so Mario and Sonic, and it's crazy because Mario and Sonic are actually at an all-time high in terms of popularity across all mediums. So out of all Olympics to potentially to remove them from, you remove them from when they're at their peak.
So, like you mentioned, this started back in the Olympics in Beijing back in 2027, followed with 2020. This has been going for a hot minute ever since the Wii.
Yeah, since the Wii.
Yeah.
Idiots. What's going to happen in a couple years? Oh, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah, now there's just no games. Or actually, maybe they'll go back and we'll get like they'll bring out a special running pad like for the old, what was that on Nintendo?
No.
Bro, I love that.
That game was dope. I love that game.
Bro, I was because I was not running. I was using my hands. Wasn't running. Wasn't doing that.
Bro, the next Switch is gonna launch with a Olympics exclusive title. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna come with a cardboard box that you.
That one of the esports is a VR judo game where the body movement doesn't work because of the Bluetooth interface.
I was gonna say, what do you like? How do you do the judo?
Device.
Like,
do any of you remember? I think when Tekken 3 first came out, or Tekken 2, they had a Tekken arcade game that used a motion sensitive area where you actually punched and kicked. They had it in one of the theaters near me in Philadelphia, and it was garbage. people are like, it's not doing anything. What are you doing? How are you supposed to do that? That's what that reminds me of right there.
But think about it.
Look that up now.
But think about what a modern Olympics like activity pad game would look like with leaderboards
the Wii Fit board
and
recording 11, and I never got over it.
Oh
no,
God,
we don't need
not
any
the
new
Wii
boards.
Fit board. Hey, if y'all want to laugh, all you got to do is go to any Goodwill, any secondhand store, and you will see a Wii Fit pad. Like you will see one.
And you can put your dog on it and still call your dog fat too. So watch out. Watch out. It destroys you.
But no, so Dallas, did the Olympics make a mistake here?
Bro, I still don't actually know the real story. Sorry, I'm eating my fat ass life away.
Okay, we'll move on. Hugger,
nobody should be surprised.
Listen, okay, I got you.
Nobody should be surprised.
International Olympics Committee walked away from its partnership with Nintendo and Sega for the long-running Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games series in order to explore deals with new partners, NFTs, and esports. Eurogamer understands. As the real-life Olympics gets underway in Paris, there's a discussion online being on no new Mario, new Sonic tie-in for the Summer Games for the first time in almost 2 decades. Speaking of Eurogamer, a veteran behind the show has said the decision to end the popular Mario and Sonic franchise rested in the IOC, which chose not to renew its licensing deal with Nintendo and Sega and allowed it to lapse in 2020. They wanted to look into other partners in NFTs and esports. Lee Cocker, who worked on almost every entry in the series, told Eurogamer basically the IOC wanted to bring it back to themselves internally and look at other partners so they could get more money. Cocker previous work right ISM, blah, 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 blah. Over the last 20 years, 6 Mario Olympic Games titles have launched at the beginning of 2007. So subsequently, entries tied to London, Rio, Tokyo, as well as Winter Olympics in Vancouver in 2010 and 2014. I hope that gives more context.
Okay, so it's not unusual to see a company shoot themselves in the foot over greed. It's just really weird that NFTs is the hill to die on.
I thought they disappeared. They stopped.
I thought so
paying attention to them.
I just knew they was gone. I thought we was over it.
Yeah,
we got a whole new set of problems now. And now we calling back old problems. So we bringing up it's like the argument you get in where we talking about what about that thing you did 5 years ago? It just don't make sense to me that it's a weird hill to die on. In the Olympics, I'm not saying that they just fighting for relevance or anything like that. But in the gaming space, especially during the games where you want to bring esports into the whole mix, like this is a monumental thing for y'all, not for us. We've been here, we've been doing this, but it's a monumental thing for y'all. So and then you already having it in a place where most gamers are like, yeah, I don't know if I want to. Because social issues mean something to gaming and like nerd culture for the most part. And it's already that stain on you. You just want to add another, this would be the thing where I would have been like, you know what? Okay, I understand. At the very least, not this time. And do you not know who Nintendo is? You've been partnering with them for how long now?
Bro.
You don't know who Nintendo, you don't know that this is something that they wouldn't go for. You knew when you walked into that meeting, if you had done any amount of research, that Nintendo was not about to be trying to hear that shit. And yet, so it's a really strange deal to me. I wonder how, I would love to have been a fly on the wall in that boardroom, because it really, the more you talk, the more you break it down, the less sense it makes.
Speaking of things that don't make sense, because I realize we're getting low on time, right? If 5 people bought a PSVR 2, and only those 5 people,
I can't let this go.
And then 20 people buy it the next week. Oh my God, we've had a 400% increase in sales. Like, oh my God, everybody's buying a PSVR 2.
First of all,
buy for a second that this console is all
marketing
successful.
Marketing.
First of all,
they did marketing.
Should have launched at this price. I feel like a huge sucker for buying it for what it was.
You bought
this
it
in the
$550?
PlayStation going, come on, man. This is what we do. We got to do this, unfortunately. Right? We're going to support this, unlike we did with the PlayStation VR 1. We're going to bring out games.
Oh my God!
Where's the games? Oh, we're going to drop it to $200. Drop it $200, and we're going to have it for the PC now. You mean to tell me you have to bring your shit to the PC for it to sell? What?
Free yourselves from the cords of the PSVR 2.
We're going to drop the price and make it compatible with the PC. And the people that are buying it are the people who want to use it on the PC.
Revolution. And I've heard it from people who actually really pay attention to the spec end that it is one of the best VR units out there in terms of
technically sound.
Man.
Yeah.
So nobody was gonna say like
funny.
Nobody was gonna be like, we didn't land on PSVR. PSVR landed on this. Nobody was gonna let that slide.
Shout out to PC.
So the thing here, what's the cool thing about this is now people are like, I don't want to buy a Meta Quest 3 because I don't like Facebook. Okay, but now you got the PlayStation VR 2 for your PC. Now you get to support PlayStation. Have fun.
Where's the HoloLens when you need it? No. Where's Microsoft in this conversation?
Shout out Google Glass.
Oh man, right? Rest in peace, Google Glass. Jeez,
remember like the 3 people who got tickets for riding around with the Google glasses? Like how did
the morons using the Apple Vision Pro not get tickets or jacked? Because I don't know how many people walk around. I'm using this in the subway, walking the street. You would not catch me walking.
This man got $1,500 on his face.
Nope. Somebody would have punched me in my face and ran off.
EMP goes off and you get isekai.
Like those videos walking through the hood with a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Shout out to the PlayStation community for apparently saving the PSVR 2. Shout out for Sony for how they marketed this as some big win. We knew from the rip launching this thing at $550 and it not be a standalone device because you had to pay $550 for it. Shout out to Keith for making that noble sacrifice. Then having to pay $500 for a PS5, which at one point wasn't the easiest thing to go out and get. $1,000.
Oh, let's not talk about that. Oh my God. Yo, but console gaming is cheaper than PC gaming.
Revolution.
Oh no. We're not ready for that conversation.
Oh man.
Shout out for Sony, man, for really knowing how to twist the narrative, man. I just, listen, this thing was, in my opinion, was going to fail from the beginning. I bought the OG PSVR, and it's still inside the box up there, and it was a novelty. VR, I think, to be successful in the VR space right now, you need to be standalone. I don't think telling people, hey, I need 500. Oh, and by the way, you got to spend another 500 to use it. I think gamers and people in tech are a little bit more self-conscious and self-aware now that they're not stupid enough to do that. I think they need some type of update or something. I think going to PC was a great move because at least you give more users the opportunity to use the headset. I'm just wondering what type of PC you have to have. Like, does anybody know if there's like particular PC specs behind it? Like, you can't be rocking a 9.
Oh, that's a good.
No, they haven't released that yet. I am planning on checking it out, but I don't. There are some people that have actually checked it out. Hang on, the people that PlayStation are talking to. Hang on,
because I know like it's even in the marketing for newer computers. Like it'll say MetaQuest ready or VR ready.
VR 2 on PC.
Yeah, my PC's VR ready.
1650 or later.
Oh, they're pretty. Right. The requirements are pretty tame, actually.
Yeah, that's
they're pretty tame.
Well, that was Bing's AI thing talking. But let's see. Oh yeah, no, it's right.
Yeah, I'm on her website. It's pretty. They're tame.
1650. That's actually not bad.
That's not bad. Not bad at all. Wait, actually better than I thought it would. Hey, she's got a
Ryzen 3, i5 76.
Oh wow, that's not bad. That's not
8
bad.
gigs, which if you got a PC under 8 gigs, Rand, what are you doing?
Do they even make them under 8 gigs?
Laptops.
Yeah. which is weird because my old gaming laptop was still do all right. Yeah, so it's not bad. It's not. I think this is you need way less than a PS5 because this ain't even comparable to a PS5 as far as.
Which makes you realize how much they were lying to you, saying that you need a PlayStation 5 to use
That's
this
where I
thing.
was going.
Is this another Ratchet and Clank? Sounds like it.
Sir.
Smell it cooking, then something must be cooking.
You need the PlayStation 5 to play this game, Ratchet and Clank, because of the SSD. Meanwhile, people out there now playing it on their Steam Decks and their ROG Allies. I'm sorry, what? PlayStation?
Hey, what if that becomes the new Doom? Like, can it run Ratchet and Clank?
Shout out to Nisa on YouTube who said they saw a HoloLens for sale on Facebook Marketplace. I would have bought it.
I would have bought it. I would have bought it. They would have got my bread.
Yeah,
hey,
I would
go look. Hey, I would have kept. That's enough.
To get back to you real quick, Fame. I really think what you mentioned regarding the any headsets having to be standalone to make it on their own. We got the MetaQuest. We got those. The problem is they're not doing anything that we can't already get. They need to have their own exclusive games, like the Batman game coming out for MetaQuest 3 that you can't get on console, or at least now. But they need to be doing things like that. They need to be doing something to make me want to get VR.
Wait, can I tell you guys? Because we were there, Keith. We were there live when they announced that game. Did you hear the collective when it got announced for the Quest
new Batman Arkham? We got it.
Everybody was and it looked dope. The trailer, MetaQuest. You could hear it in the crowd. Everyone, that was a sad day. Because I tell you, I'm gonna watch the trailer. I mean, I'm gonna watch the video live playthrough because that game looked amazing. At least the story.
You know, before we go, I think we are unfortunately in when it comes to this type of content, right? We're gonna be doing our game. I'm gonna be streaming the First Descendant probably here in a little bit. We're in a weird season right now. We're the E3 season just ended, and we're waiting for the big holiday push. I think next month we're gonna get a big assortment of games.
Oh man,
next month there's a lot of games.
Hold on. Right now, things are kind of weird, and I'm looking at other people in the space, looking at other podcasts, and I feel like people are looking for something to say, and I'm yapping. Lost train of thought.
Oh, I thought you was about to just drop a bomb on us. I was ready for the wisdom, and this man,
I was on his way.
I was gonna say, salute to everybody who. I'm just yapping, bro.
Dry content. Let's get it. Moving on. But no, seriously, guys, please make sure subscribe. All that YouTube stuff truly does help us out. And if you guys want to support us financially, because we need your money, we do. Sorry. We need your money. Empty your pockets. We take quarters.
Oh my God.
Bunny ear your pockets. No, let me stop.
Bunny ear your pockets is one of the most amazing things I have ever heard. When B told me that story, and I've been using that shit ever since. But listen, with all that said,
shout out to Silent Assassin.
Shout out to TikTok because we joined TikTok super late, so you guys didn't get the whole show. Shout out to everybody that came up through on YouTube, man. We apologize for the slow week. We apologize for missing last week, but we back on track next week, man, getting things rolling. Make sure you guys check out the channel. Well, let's say congratulations. You guys leveled up. This was the Level 1 Gaming Podcast. See you guys next Wednesday. Peace.
Peace.
Sarang.